Hello and welcome back to the Everyday English channel. Let me ask you something. Have you ever wanted to give advice in English, but worried that you might sound too direct or even a little rude? Maybe you say something like, "You should do this. Do this instead. Stop doing that." In English, these can sometimes sound too strong. But don't worry, today I'm going to show you 5 polite phrases native speakers use to give advice naturally. By the end of this lesson, you'll sound more confident, more polite, and more natural in English conversations. All right, let's get started. Tip 1. We use "you might want to." This is one of the most polite ways to give advice. Instead of saying, "You should talk to your teacher," you can say, "You might want to talk to your teacher." It sounds softer and more helpful. Example, you might want to practice speaking English every day. Tip 2, we use "why don't you?" This is another very natural way to give a suggestion. Example, why don't you take a short break? Or why don't you watch English videos to practice listening? It sounds friendly and supportive. Tip 3, we use "if I were you." Native speakers use this phrase all the time. Example, if I were you, I would start small. Or, if I were you, I would practice speaking for 5 minutes every day. This phrase shows you're sharing your opinion, not giving an order. Tip 4, we use "maybe you could try." This phrase makes your advice sound gentle and encouraging. Example, maybe you could ask your teacher for help. Or, maybe you could try listening to English podcasts. Very simple, very natural. Tip 5, we use "one thing you could try is." This is a great phrase when you want to give a helpful idea. Example, one thing you could try is speaking English with a friend. Or, one thing you could try is practicing a little every day. It sounds supportive and practical. All right, now it's time to practice. Repeat after me and copy my rhythm. Ready? You might want to try that. Again, you might want to try that. Why don't you practice every day? Again, why don't you practice every day? If I were you, I would start small. Again, if I were you, I would start small. Maybe you could try again tomorrow. Again, maybe you could try again tomorrow. One thing you could try is speaking more. Again, one thing you could try is speaking more. Great job. The more you practice these phrases, the more natural your English will sound. Episode 8, Homework. Now it's your turn. Imagine your friend says, "I'm nervous about speaking English." What advice would you give? Try using one of today's phrases. For example, maybe you could practice speaking every day. Write your sentence in the comments below. I'll read and reply to as many of you as possible. If this video helped you, please give it a like and share it with a friend who is learning English. And don't forget to subscribe to Everyday English channel so you won't miss tomorrow's lesson. Because in episode 9, we're going to learn something extremely useful: how to ask for favors politely in English. You'll learn simple phrases that help you ask for help without sounding rude or demanding. Trust me, this is a skill you will use all the time in real English conversations. I'm Michelle from Everyday English Channel. Don't just learn English, live English. See you tomorrow.